when we first moved to Leavenworth, Kansas. The first house I remember, I was 4 years old. It was in a government housing, and my mom was working 2 jobs to make ends meet, but every time my mom left, we ran around this neighborhood. And this neighborhood just exposed us to the crime, to the drugs, but that seemed like it was normal because I'd never seen anything outside of that community. That community was my world. When my dad came back in the picture, when we moved to Leavenworth after he had got out of prison, I'm excited. He's my hero. He's everything that I dreamed of, but he brought this addiction along with him. And I felt the heartache and the pain that he caused upon the family by bringing this addiction along with him. Man, I was insecure. I was the lost young boy who wanted to be accepted, who wanted to fit in. I was 12 years old. I had a friend from school that I knew that he leaves his house unlocked. I told my brother, I'm like, hey, man, I got a house we can break into, just trying to fit in. One of the neighbors seen us go inside of this house and they called the cops. And I ended up getting arrested at 12 years old. That first time that I experienced being locked up, even though I was scared and afraid at that time, when people heard about that when I went to school, I started getting praise, I started getting respect. So I allowed those praise and accolades to go to my head. For the community that I come from, people respect you more because you go to prison, as if it's some type of stripes or crown that you just earn. I really started to indulge heavily more into that lifestyle of crime just because of the praise that came behind it. So I was 15 when I caught a robbery charge, and I was sentenced to 2 years in juvenile corrections. Now there's no going back home. I have to serve this time. Once I got released from juvenile, I went back to my old neighborhood. I went back to that old lifestyle. Now I'm in prison. I'm at a place that's unfamiliar, and I signed up for this program. I hear about it called Prison Fellowship Academy. Now I joined this program. This community that I'm exposed to was completely different than what I was used to. It was the community that helped me to see when you understand who you are, then you'll understand who you are not. I was trying to be someone I wasn't created to be. So when I came home from prison, I applied at all these different jobs. They said they were hiring, but they never gave me an opportunity. I go through the interviewing process. When it gets to my application, everything else looks good, but except for that little box, have you ever been convicted of a felony? It wasn't until somebody gave me an opportunity. They said, you know what? Hey, I really see you as a good person. I really see that you just need the right opportunity. That job, even though I was only making $8 an hour, man, that changed my entire world because I seen that somebody out there cared for me. Not only did it impact my life, but impact my family's life because now I'm in a position to provide and I'm learning these skill sets. And so when it's time for me to apply for a different position, I have something that I can offer this company that I gained from this first employer because they gave me an opportunity and a second chance. Now that I have something, I can give something. And that's something that I'm giving to my son, who experiences dad being in prison. It gives him hope. It gives him something to look forward to. He won't get a chance to experience poverty or a life of crime. Why? Because he's seen his dad took advantage of the opportunity that was given to him. So now that I've been given this opportunity, I got a job, I'm providing for my family. Now that I'm providing for my family, I'm able to serve my community. That facility I tried to escape from, I'm giving back to those kids, investing time in them, sharing my story, letting them know you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. So as I'm serving, giving back and spreading hope and letting people know that you have a second chance, learn from your mistakes, God is opening doors that no man can close, and he placed the right people inside of my life and started planting seeds, words of encouragement and speaking life. And one particular friend said, man, Jermaine, you are doing great things inside of this community. I see you serving. I see that you are giving back. One day, you could possibly become the mayor. In the year 2019, my community elected me to serve as the mayor of Leavenworth, Kansas. This man who was once a convict and been to prison is now a mayor? How is this even possible? Because one person gave him an opportunity, a second chance.